Hi guys, my name is Alex and I'm an IT technician for HSR Pro, and I'm the one who is responsible for the warranty, service, repairs, and also provide the technical support after the warranty has expired. And today's video is like the quick video based on two subjects. The one would be warranty that I mentioned, and the second would be the installation guide, quick installation guide, how to install the cameras and monitors in your car, but that's a little bit later. The first of all, regards the warranty and buying the stuff online. And yeah, you know, there's the saying, seeing is believing, but don't let the people deceive you with a fake or bought ratings or super crazy price just for you to click on the item and just to buy it. Because, you know, with warranty, what happens if the item goes faulty, let's say within 3 to 8 months since you bought it, once you bought it? I mean, electronics are electronics, and they do go faulty. It happens, unfortunately, it happens like with any other device. And then what are your options afterwards if such a thing happened? And well, the option would be to send it back to the seller. And here are two things. The one thing is to reach the seller itself, and the second thing is the costs of sending it back. And that's where it involves the situation that I want to talk about. Is like what's important when you're buying the stuff online. It's very important to see where the seller is located. Like, it's before you have made actual purchase, just to find out is he located in Germany or is he located somewhere abroad? Because when you need to contact him regards your faulty device, regards the warranty, it's how you're gonna contact him or what you're gonna do with the device. Because if the seller is based somewhere outside of Germany, it becomes very costly to send the item back. Because just for example, to send such as like some small device abroad, it's around like 50 euros that you need to pay, and that's the one thing. The second thing is it's very time consuming. It's 30 days just to send it one way. So just to give you an example, you have to send the small device, send the camera back somewhere abroad. That costs you 50 euros. You have to wait 30 days. Then either they swap it or repair it to send you back. That's another 30 days. And that's another minimum 50 euros on top of that. So that's really time consuming, and it's money wise, it's not good at all, just to say in the simple words. Just takes a lot of money and a lot of time. So it's very important, guys, before you buy the stuff online, just to find out where the seller is located actually, and how to keep in touch, how to contact with him. Because that's another important thing. When you can simply pick up the phone, and when the seller is located in Germany, you just pick up the phone and say, hey, I have this technical problem, so on, and can you explain it to me what to do and how to sort it out? Or even if needed, then you can physically just come to the seller and say, okay, can you show me how to do it? And that's what we provide. Anytime you can come to our store, which is located in Hamburg, Germany, where you can talk to me when you have some technical questions and issues. You can come with your car, and I would just help you to go and reconnect everything and explain you how the things works. And that's the important thing which you can't get when you buy the things from the people somewhere abroad. There is no physical place to turn up and say, hey, can you help me to connect this or this, and or why this is not working. And that's the big plus when you buy something from the seller who is located locally, so to speak, in Germany, where you can just turn up and ask for the help. And the second part, as I mentioned, would be to show you how to connect up the cameras. It's just short step-by-step guide how to do it rightly and what are the options to do the connection. So let's go for the other part, to connect up the devices. Hi guys, today it's going to be a short video where I'm going to show you how to connect HSR Pro reverse view camera with a built-in parking sensors in the number plate holder, and how you're going to connect them up with three types of monitors. And the fourth device is a GPS navigation system, which is also reverse camera monitor. Those three devices here, monitors, they work slightly differently, and I will explain each of them how you're going to connect them with a cable connection and with a wireless connection. So first of all, what we have here on the setup for the demo, we have three types of monitors. One is stand monitor, one is back view mirror, which has a built-in monitor. Then we have a flip monitor for the dashboard only, a GPS navigation system with a built-in monitor, so it works both ways. And here we have actual camera, which is built into the number plate holder. The size is the standard for standard EU number plates, and that number plate holder has, as I mentioned, built-in parking sensors. And what you get with the camera, you get here is the wireless video transmitter. You get, of course, the power cable. Here that goes very straightforward, plus and minus, black and red, to power it on. Also, for the cable connection, what you get is 10-meter power video cable. That's also included. And also there's included the power cable with a fuse box built in, also with a filter. It's basically a fuse filter box for the power connection, which I'm going to explain to you later in what cases do you need to use this one. And the camera itself is here. It's the camera. Here are the parking sensors, and the beeper is included. The beeper is obviously when you parking, then when you come close to obstructions like other car or whatever, then it starts beeping as you would expect the parking sensor will work. As I said, the number plate holder is a standard. Here what you do is you keep it in the position like this, where the sensors are in the lower position. And what you do next is you simply just slide in. Here you slide in the number plate into it, in the frame, clicks it in. That's it. It's that position that we are having the camera. You can fix it with the screws just for double security, and then the holes are already included into the frame. So now I'm going to show you how are you going to connect these devices. What I'm going to start with, a wireless connection, so you can see the types and the ways you can connect them wirelessly. For the demo purposes, we're going to use this particular stand monitor. This monitor works in two ways. It works with a cable connection. As you can see, there are three plugs, and also it has built-in wireless receiver that receives the signal wirelessly. And shortly about this monitor here, which is back view mirror, it just simply clips on your existing back view mirror. It has the monitor built in here in the middle, and this one also works with a wireless connection and with a cable connection. The third monitor here, what we have is the flip monitor, but the very important difference here is that this particular monitor works only with a wireless connection, so it does not work with a cable connection, and it can be left just on the dashboard. That's how you're mounting it. The fourth device here that we're having is the GPS navigation system. That also works as a back view monitor, as I said, and I'm just gonna briefly explain this type of how you connect this device In a second I'm going to show you the connection, because this particular device has different type of connection than these three here, but that will come later. So we're going to start now with a wireless connection and the stand monitor. As for the demo purposes, I have the power supply at 12 volts here, and with each of those three monitors what you get is you get a power cable which you can connect directly to the 12 volt power source inside your dash, let's say behind a fuse box or whatever, where is constant 12 volt power supply if you want to. However, for the easiest way, it's also included the plug, the charger from the cigarette lighter. And this is what we're going to use for the demo purposes today, for this video. So, once everything is unpacked, let's imagine this is the front of the car. So what we do here is, we take the cigarette lighter charger, plug it in, but the charger also has a button, so make sure it lights on, just press it. And you connect this to the red plug. So as you see, it automatically turned on. That's it. That's all you do in the front of the car, just to plug in one plug. The next thing is, now we're going to move at the back of the car. So here is the number plate holder and the camera. So what we're going to do next is, so we're going to show you first the wireless connection. So just imagine, this is the back of your car, and where do we connect it? We use this cable, this power cable here, and we connect it to the reverse light of your camera, of your car, sorry. The reverse light goes to the camera for the powering it up. So what you do is here, is you take the reverse light, find a red and black cable in your reverse light. The reason why we use the reverse light is because when you put the gearbox into the reverse position, the reverse light turns on, and this is when the power goes to turn on the camera. So when you don't use it, when you just go straight forward or neutral or whatever, then the camera is off, and it turns on only when you put the gearbox into the reverse position. So therefore we use the reverse light connection. That is the recommended, and it has two cables as well, just simple as that, plus and minus, red and black. So just for a second, imagine this is the reverse light. What we do here, we're connecting it red to red, and we're going to connect it black to black. This is just two cables you need to connect to the reverse light. That's it. So the next thing what we do is we take the transmitter. This little device will send the video signal wirelessly to the front of your car, to the monitor. This little device works up to 10 meters, and just in case you want to strengthen the signal, make it stronger, the antenna is included here. You can add it. In some cases it might be needed, but usually it works straight away as well. So we take this transmitter. We have three cables here from the transmitter. What we do is, from the camera comes two cables, black and yellow. So what we do is we take the yellow from the transmitter, plug it into the yellow to the camera. Then we take the red one from the transmitter, plug it into the black one for the camera. Two cables, and there's only one way to do it. You can't go wrong with that. So now we're gonna connect the power cable that comes from your reverse light. We're gonna connect into the transmitter. What will happen is the beeper will beep to indicate that it is connected, and the light here turns on the transmitter. But you will hear that beep and light only when the reverse light is on. So basically you can test it only when the gearbox is in the reverse position. So once that is on, that's all for the back. You just plugged in three cables, nothing more needs to be done. Now we're going to move to the front, and as I said, this device has the built-in wireless receiver, and to activate it at the back of the monitor we have three buttons. You slightly press the top button once. That will switch the input from the wireless to the cable. So since we're using the wireless connection right now, we just press once and you will automatically see the picture on the monitor. The beeper moves since I'm just touching the sensors. So here we go, this is HD quality picture. Since I'm moving the beeper, since I'm touching the sensors, that's how it works. So this is the way you're connecting it to the monitor wirelessly. And as you noticed it, once this canal is set up for the wireless, then once you turn on the reverse light, the picture and the monitor comes automatically on. So you don't need to search for the channel, so on and so on. You need just to set it once. And everything happens automatically. Once that's connected, what you do is next, you just leave this at the back of your car in your boot. And this one stays on your dashboard or either mounted to the windscreen, and that's it. There's nothing in between it. And this is just a direct connection with a wireless option. With this particular monitor here, it works exactly the same way. Only difference is that you're connecting it, you plug it in, setting it up on the reverse rear mirror, just clip it on. It also has the 3 buttons at the back, which you need to press in case to activate the input. So what we do here, just going to show you where is the monitor located. As you see, the monitor is located in the middle of the mirror. That's the monitor, and just to show you, this is how it works out. So that is to connect this monitor. But this particular one, the flip one, it also just needs one power connection from the cigarette lighter. Turn it on, it automatically turns on. As you can see, every time the picture comes on, the camera beeps, so it shows that it's been activated. So here we go, that's the signal here. But this flip monitor, as I mentioned before, with this particular flip monitor, this one works only with a wireless connection. So now we're going to move on to the cable connection and show you how it is connected with a cable connection if you wish to, with this 10-meter cable that's included in the packaging. So for connecting it with a cable, what you do is you take the 10-meter cable, you have on the cable you have one end with the 2 plugs, one end with the 3 plugs. So the end with the 3 plugs goes to the back of your car, to the camera. With the 2 plugs goes to the front. So now at the front, what you do is you take yellow and red cable, and it goes yellow to yellow, red to red. That's how you're connecting it to the monitor. That's it. You see, the difference here now is we do not use any power cables separately for the monitor, since it's gonna take the 12 volts from the back of your car. So that's the big difference, that when you're connecting it with a cable connection, you do not need separate power input from the dashboard or from the cigarette lighter. But in that case, what you do now is you just have to move the whole 10-meter cable through your car. Once you have at the back of your car, you have now 3 cables, 3 plugs. So we're going to remove now the transmitter. So as for the cable connection, what you do here is, again, very simple. 3 plugs. You take yellow to yellow. You take this black to the red. It's only one way to connect it. Just plug it in here. And now the third one, we're going to use the power source from the reverse light of your car. And what happens here is, once you plug it in, the camera goes on, it beeps, and the monitor turns on as well. But as I mentioned just seconds ago, now you need to switch that little button at the back of your monitor to change the input, because right now the device is set for the wireless connection, but what you do is you press only once and automatically the screen comes on, and this is the cable connection. Once the Once you are close to the object and the sensor turns on, it automatically will give you the warning on the screen says stop. So this is the part of how the sensor works. So I just put it onto the table. That's it. So make sure you don't cover the sensors by any means, because that's how they're going to be activated, as you just saw it. So the connection with this particular monitor, as you can see now, is red to red, yellow to yellow. Here we go. 2 cables to the camera, 1 to the power source. So that's how you're connecting it with the cable connection, this monitor. This monitor has also again works the same way, red to red, yellow to yellow, and again you need to switch the top button to change the input mode. That's it. Once it's changed, again, then you can see that monitor is on. But with this third flip monitor, there's no way to connect it with a cable connection. That one works only with a wireless connection. So therefore, this is basically the short demo how you're connecting it with a cable connection. And now this little filter fuse box. Usually you do not need it, but in what cases do you use it? You use it only in a case when you get a picture that is not clear or the picture is flickering. Then instead of this cable, you use the filter box. It connects the same way, black and red, plus and minus, exactly the same way you're connecting it. It just stabilizes the picture itself. Usually you don't need it, but if needed, then it's also included in the packaging. So that's it for today, for this video. Thank you very much, and until next time.